Good morning, everyone. Got some comments, got a cup of coffee, and, a little wake and bake. But, what are you going to do? Mike D. Damn, I turned off my phone for a minute. Your reactions have proliferated like rabbits. Can't keep up. Yeah, no, wall to wall Wednesday. I'm thinking cover my bases. So at least one day a week, I'm just gonna, at least one or two. I think I'm just gonna go hard for now and let everybody on the channel know. I appreciate you and try to get to the stuff that I'm supposed to get to. Perusing through Mike D's second comment here, I see that I have left him hanging with drum reactions. Honestly, the whole Tool thing and the drum reacting from yesterday is due to Robert. Robert turned me on to this guy. Honestly, and Robert hopefully will comment down, he'll say something. But I think he wanted me to check out his attitude, and honestly, I think he wanted me to see the winning attitude. That certain things were very familiar. No F's to give. You're going to dome up the back of the bus, you're going to dome up the back of the bus. And admitting that learning, training, practicing, refining accomplishments is a lot more important than believing you were gifted from on high. And I really like that. And like I said, the guy keeps saying, he got no F's to give. And his three-ball drummer jokes and his indictment of Hollywood, it was just is perfect. So what a great place to start. I 100% think Robert was right. And then the Tool thing, Mike, is about Ange's channel. We did the Dana Carey, I think it was that Vic Firth drum video. I'm not sure. I think it's actually over on my feed right now. But we did this, and I don't know. I wasn't that impressed, even though it was hella impressive drumming, right? But it just wasn't my thing. And the Tool people were so angry. Like I was supposed to golden calf that shit. I was supposed to set it up on the mountainside, and I was supposed to rally the troops around it. Going on to your third one, I think the baby metal group was a little cult-like. But honestly, I can handle their emojis and their other stuff. The Tool folks become pretentious assholes. Like, you're somehow lesser of a... And now this isn't the people who like Tool. Like, I actually have never... It's just not I don't listen to a bunch of Tool, but man, do I like a lot of them songs. It's the super fans who have elevated their heroes to cult-like status. It's all over in fan bases. And the truth of the matter is, no matter what we do, we ain't got no time for the overly obsessed. Tapping into that seems like something that should, take a shot at your inner peace and moral base. But now, getting on to Mike's third one there, it appears that he really enjoyed the programming there. I like that. I tried. I actually think that was kind of close to where we're going to get. Quotes from wherever I draw some of the information from, admitting, I don't know nothing. Neither did that other guy, but here's what they had to say. And then, just kind of learning a few things as we go. Maybe grow my ability to match the ranting to the information on the screen and not always just filtering it through my own perception. So, but because... been a while, because I filled up your feed like, I a crazy person sowing my seed haphazardly. I went over to the channel. You can't see this right now, but I pulled up my baby metal reactions. I've got 18 of them. And unfortunately, what we're probably going to do this morning is start out with Divine Attack live from the Blu-ray. Baby Metal Begins, the other one, Clear Night. I don't know. This looks like off their site. And we'll start with that. It's been a while. And then maybe I could get an idea of something that I really need to look at but haven't seen yet. And we'll meet in the middle. If that works out. If not, I'll make more jokes and we'll move on. All right, we're moving over to the Chester P. Just come from the Tool drum video, which was a lot of fun. Chester P, I'm really liking. The lyrical content's amazing. And that's okay. I no longer am I don't have a position about who, what, when, where, and why. This is it. I'm cool. I enjoyed it. I really like my crazy takeaways from it all. No way, and on this one, I think I was in, it was more of hearing his story, reflecting upon my own path, and, juxtapositioning them against each other for, why I don't understand this or don't understand that. But Kernow 80, Rollen, you keep it real, and that's why we love you. Aww. Just channeling my 18-year-old influencer. That's all. Thanks for the reaction. Cosmic Gypsies featuring Chester P next. It'll take me on a space journey. You know how easy this is? We got Divine Attack live for Mike D because he tolerated a feed full of insanity, flooding them like, biblical times. And, to say thanks for getting baby metal. For another nice comment, making me feel good about myself, we're going to bring up this Cosmic Gypsies featuring. Oh, I got to cut myself off mid-sentence. Cosmic Gypsies featuring Chester P. I think I found it. I found Cosmic Gypsies featuring Brain Tax and Jest, and this is the one that it keeps coming up with. So I don't know if this is it or not. I put Chester P, Cosmic Gypsies, the Cosmic Gypsies, Chester P. This is what so we'll go with that and then figure if I stumbled into the right thing or not, and deal with it from there. At the very least, we'll fall into something else. And Crusader there, thank you. As always, appreciate you for slipping way out of your comfort zone on a regular occasion. I hear Pam does the same thing. She just might not always tell me about it. Probably because, my God, Rollen, what'd you make me listen to this morning? And she got nothing nice to say to me, so she says nothing at all. That's probably smart. Get me all wired up. What happens. So, Crusader, I appreciate you. On a side note, I did race. I erased a Hammerfall reaction by accident. That's why I uploaded that one with it. I forgot to name it, and every now and then I record enough yesterday that I literally I didn't max out my hard drive, but I'm, knocking on the door. So I always got to take and throw stuff out. I could move it to storage. The first year, which, wasn't really the most successful year of the channel, I tried keeping a lot of stuff. I was going to keep it all. And I realized the way I do things, I just do it over and do it over and do it over. And eventually, we'll get it right. And then it'll stand for the test of time. So I'll just do it again. I really had a good time smoking up the back of the bus with it. And then try to add some more as well. You know how it is. Hammerfall is well appreciated on the channel. You're knocking on almost going to be almost 100 Hammerfall reactions soon. So there is something to choose from there. Oh, I forgot to add the comment. Oh, okay, there I got it added up. Now I'm finally to some place. Not that I don't care about everybody else. Of course I do. But I have someone in the comments right now that I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna communicate correctly, because I keep getting a lot of "don't you dare answer me in English," and I actually take that as a legitimate request. So I'll be honest, I'm going to translate this, and down there in the subtitles should have what I'm saying. If I type back, I will try to translate what I'm guessing Spanish. I'm super bad at this, but user QI1EE9NC7Z. 29C? I don't. All I know is I have been. So here's my comments down there. Now I'm gonna over here on my thing. I'm gonna translate. So Rollen, Al Demilo, Demolo. I'm not sure. John McLaughlin. What guitars? Yeah, good. Remembers parents listening to them. Everything was a lot of jazz, classical, flamenco, rock, Italian. You know, I am a Mills Brothers fan because of my father. And in 2024, find myself walking down the street every now and then. I'm exaggerating there for the location, but every now and then I'll just say, I might be like, up a lazy river with a robin song. Now it's 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm chain smoking and drinking coffee. I can't carry a tune right now. But all of this, I have this song in my head and my heart, and it's on constant rotation. Ange and I talk about this sometimes when we were still doing reactions a lot. But we'll say something, and if it's a word from like a song title, either one of us will kind of break into a lyric. Not saying we're turning the house into a wonderful musical. No. But we love that it all inspires us to play back and forth and take the music and incorporate it into our life as one of the fun, goofy things we do. And I love it. I really do. Now, let me see what this one's about. I'm not positive on that second comment. I gotta read here for a second. I believe I have got of course, from the translation, anecdotal story. I believe I'm adding Carlos Gardel and the Astor Piazzolla Goodbye Nomino. I think it's Goodbye Grandpa. Okay. I am more than willing to break through the lack of understanding I have, but what I think I'm seeing here is some requests for some reactions are turning me on to something I haven't seen before. I really like that. So I'm going to go this way and do a couple reactions, and maybe it'll turn out exactly what we wanted. And we'll treat it that way. Right? Because getting caught at 6:30 in the morning is going a little deeper than I can do the research to figure out, and I want to get to reactions by 7:30. I have been very appreciative of all the comments from this subscriber, and like I said, when I can figure out how to communicate back correctly. Yeah, I don't want to write a whole story, then translate it and just put it up. As much as I wish not wish, but I mean, jag kan inte tala svenska. That's it. There's the height of my bilingual side. I can't speak Swedish. I am so grateful for the time you spend in my comments. And I'm grateful that you found us and that you enjoy what I got going on. And then I'm pretty positive you gave me some really uplifting comments about the nature of, let's just say, storytelling, speaking, that my oratory skills, my rhetoric is strong. And I always mean that as just language, not political speech. I try to reference it. I don't really know the trivium, but I try to study it on the side. I hope I can hear things, understand it, figure it out, and then re-say it to someone in the proper way or semi-proper way, as my lackluster understanding of the trivium. But, can I interpret what I hear? Then can I apply that knowledge somewhere else through process of logical reasoning and quality communication skills. I don't know, but I know you make me feel like I can, and I appreciate you for that. So thank you, and get on to the next one. All right, we are moving on to the ASAP blockhead, all the smartest people. But before I put the comments up there or even look completely through them, I did hear that I was way off the mark, and I was thinking about this. I'm okay with that. Back when I wanted to make movies, wanted to get into independent film, I was watching commentary, and you can look this up on YouTube if you'd like, but Arnold Schwarzenegger doing the commentary for, I think it's Total Recall, is something amazing. But I learned something in that commentary, and I think the director was in the commentary as well. And Total Recall, Go to Mars, Space Adventure, Three-Breasted Woman, was somehow a metaphor for conflict, and I'm not sure where. But so the director, if I remember correctly, and this is a lot of years ago, and there's been a lot of domey, smoked up back rooms since then, but pretty sure the entire movie is supposedly a metaphor for something else. I've got to believe it's okay for an artist to create their art and say, this is what I meant. But then, because of the subjective nature of it all, isn't it okay for us to, hopefully not negatively, but isn't it okay to filter it for your own use? Isn't it how it hits you, not just if you get it right the first time? And in no way do I feel like someone was shitting on me or taking a shot at me. No, not at all. I realize I'm not sure I want to be right. I enjoy how it's going, and then the music means that much more to me now. When I heard it somewhere about the brain and all this, and we're going to figure that out right now. So, all right. So I'm sure I was just ready. It took me a minute to get back. Comments, coffee, chain smoking, and, believing in myself, thinking, hey, it's okay. I could be wrong. I look at these responses here and these comments, and I think what the number one takeaway is that you get some much better back and forth or ideas. The substance of the ASAP brings something really good out of people, I think. Now, I really agree down there. I think, I like that Warren. I take the, the euphoric rhythm. I see A as Earth. That's pretty cool. Going past A is realizing there's other dimensions. Yeah, no. Not having the time, not having to limit the addition when you... Okay, and now... somewhere down here, someone looked addition, and it turned out it was. Yes, this is where I got a lot of comments with a lot of ideas. It's a little harder to filter them all at once. Give me a minute. I think what I really want to do is put them up for everyone to be able to read if they so choose, to see that, when I reflect upon going back and forth with someone in the comments, sometimes I just like to, you know what I mean? Take a voyeuristic stance and kind of learn a little more. Maybe the next one reference back to it or add it or use it as a caveat saying, okay, I see this side of it. I'm personally struggling with the here and now, and my 2 feet firmly planted underneath me, contemplating the entire vast cosmic universe and its multi-dimensional aspects. It might be too far for me. But that's okay, because right now I'm not really trying to free my mind from the earthly plane. I'm just trying to navigate the life I have. And it's stuck in the here and now. Reflecting upon the past, but trying to find a pathway into a brighter future. Blah blah blah. It's funny because I actually think this is one of those where the ace up and a lot of the. It's all so much more vast. Yeah. A lot of people don't ever get to experience those ideas. I tend to, bring it back to a more grounded, I guess, approach to the ideas. How could I how can I filter it through me to maybe understand myself better? Or, just make a funny ass statement or whatever. I'm faking my way through it right now because be honest, I am appreciative of all the back and forth, the input, the comments, and a little humbled because the amount of time and effort, and here, let me, and I think what I'm talking about is right down here. People admitting they went and did extra research, looked into stuff, took the time to fill us in. This is the complete experience I could have always, I always hoped for, but didn't know, would happen. And so, for both Mike D, Mike H, man, I hope he's okay. It's been a long time. Hope he's not too busy and burning himself out, because he is the one who turned me on to this stuff in the first place. Ravenous got me just not obsessed, but as into it as anything I've been into on the channel for a while. And then the people going back and forth, the comments, replies, man, I just have a good time reading through it all and learning a little something here. And I mean, we're, it's all infinitely interconnected in such a way that all points A to Z become quantum overlapped or whatever. In English, why settle for or seek any one point when you can be everywhere all at once? Yeah, no. Yeah. And that's why I'm a little lost right now, because this would be, an hour long if I decided to jump head first. Because we can go right over here. I've got the infinite universe, right, or the elegant universe right here. I'm not saying this makes me anything. I'm saying this and 4 other books gave me a base knowledge of a little bit of what's going on. At the same time, I'm one of those who believe any of the doors are probably at the Planck length. It's at the smallest of the small dimensions. Not a firm believer in the Stargate. I'm just not. I think Jet Li's the one, and Back to the Future and other time travel movies have infected our brains with ideas that probably mathematically just don't work out too well. Now, I'm not saying I know at all. I'm just saying we'd be here all day. And we'll wrap this up with this, the last of the ASAP comments. And now I'm thinking here, was there a need for a bigger posse from this journey from A to Z that got sidetracked to a cage? That's probably my own filtering. And, self-imposed prisons, actual prisons, and, the entire living within a control system most of my life tends to come back as indictments of those ideas. As I hope I've explained, I don't think I'm right. I don't think I know. I think I filter those ideas through myself because I'd rather look at, I'd rather contemplate more, take a real look at myself instead of pretending everything's okay. That's easy to do. It's easy to get caught up into, and incredibly non-beneficial. I am a strong proponent of against. Is that the right one? Is that the right word? I am definitely against optimism for no other reason than it's cheerful. At the same time, I believe in being polite for no other reason than being polite. But I believe being polite's a sign of respect, and fake optimism is an illusion to keep the wool pulled over our eyes. Now, I'm not saying I'm out there anything. I'm not positive, but that's what I get from that comment is that I'm just not sure. Maybe I was, maybe it's the self-analyzing side of what I do. I have no problem looking in here and discovering the doors that I'm still not willing to open. And Hollywood has got those ideas right sometimes. It's funny, I really like Dreamcatcher, which isn't that good of a movie, but I like his warehouse memory monster invading his ethereal space. That thing in here and in here where we live when we're not driving the flesh robot. And the last one, a guy who is not Bob, I'd already hearted another comment, so I wanted to save one till now. There's a few things that hit me with this one. Music will mean something different to each listener. This is why I was started out with the subjective nature of it all. The subjective nature of art removes it from any scientific method. Science is about objective, empirical evidence. Art quickens in each person to resonate in a new space. I would just like to say this is. I don't mean to insult people who grunt their answers, but the last 10 minutes here I think is the example of why I think I broke free into a space I like to be in. I really do, because we've got requests, we've got great comments, and a lot fuller ideas that come from the content itself. So I really, really respect that. I think we'll wrap this up here. But I think it was cool that someone below that is like, glad you left this comment. I looked up Toe Hider. Really good. Yeah, he's amazing. And if you can find him singing that binary, playing the computer and Arion's the source, I highly recommend that. There's a video, and I'm pretty sure this is Robert again. Turned me on to this video, and I think the source, and it shows all the musicians, what part they play. I think it covers some of the backstory or what the story's about. And I'm pretty sure it was just something I tried to do early on and I think I got blocked on, so I moved on. But it could be time to come back to the source and move that over to Patreon and do the whole thing. So, yeah, you never know. I appreciate everybody and the time you took. Let's get back to reactions and see what we can cook. Later.